Hello from a random room in the media center.
You look very professional with like your blazer and your AirPods.
Dude, I had like hella meetings today.
Wow.
Because the school year has started and people are worrying about the freshman 15 or the sophomore 15 or the every year of college 15 because we eat too much and drink a lot. I discuss body image because I think, well, my body's changed a lot in college. Wow, this is like the puberty part 2. And just dealing with self-confidence and self-acceptance. Hi, just wanted to pop in and clarify a few things. I think this is a very complex topic, and we're not trying to promote or glorify any of these struggles or ideas that we talk about in any way. These are just our personal insecurities and the things that we grapple with. It's definitely something that we're both still working on, and I think by being transparent with what we struggle with, hopefully it'll help us adopt a healthier mindset in the future. Just a little background on my situation. Since the end of summer of last year, I've gained about like maybe between 10 to 15% of my original body weight, which is a lot for someone my size. And I think it was definitely noticeable and something I kind of like struggled with because I think that was the first time I gained a lot of significant weight in such a short period of time. And I think in the beginning, I kind of coupled like weight loss with exercise, which was really unhealthy because I go in like short bursts of like intense exercise for a week, and then I give up because I like wouldn't see any physical changes, which is natural because it's like a week. And then I think recently I've gotten much more of like a healthier mindset towards exercise and doing it just for like to feel better and to become stronger and not like necessarily like skinnier or more toned.
I guess like my experience with body image is like there's no way to like talk about this in a way that doesn't sound like we're giving like a puberty talk to like 5th graders and like my changing body. I'm still like very small, but I've definitely gained a lot of weight. I think like, well, first of all, like when I was going through like puberty, like my body changed. There's no way like to like talk about this in like a non-cringy way, but like it was like hard for me because I was like, oh well, like now I have like hips, and I was gonna say boobs, but like not really, so just hips, I guess. And then when I studied abroad in France junior year in high school,
Wow, you never talked about that before.
I'm gonna hang up on you. I ate like a shit ton of bread because like they eat bread at every meal, and I had a bunch of like pasta, and I would drink a lot of beer, and I smoked a lot, and we would also like have dinner really late. It's like a combination of all these things and the fact that we had like PE once a week, but it was just like very French in that they like didn't want to sweat. It was like the amount of like you didn't reach the sweat threshold. It was just like just below
the sweat hole.
And then I came to college and felt like I had to eat $15 worth of food at every dining hall meal, and then I gained more weight. Yay. But I feel like I've only gained like, I haven't gained 15 pounds. I think I gained like 5, but still like I'm a small person and like I don't know, it's just kind of like there, and I'm always like, well, I used to be smaller, but then I'm like, my body has changed and now my body is ready to like have a child or whatever. Not that I will be doing that, but in theory I could. I like want to say I have like a healthy relationship with like food and exercise, but I really don't. Like today I ate 1 yam, 2 broccolis, but it wasn't a lot because I was just so hyped up on caffeine that I was like, if I eat any more, my stomach will be angry. And it was angry, but I didn't want to make it angrier. I could make time to exercise, but that would require me like getting up earlier before classes or going after work because I get off work at like 7 and then I eat dinner and then I'm like, well, I don't want to work out because I haven't digested, and then it's like 11 and like the gym's closed. So basically I don't eat well or work out.
Dude, I feel like I've recently been like catching myself thinking these really unhealthy thoughts. Like sometimes, like if I'm too busy and I'll miss lunch, I'll be like, oh, maybe I should eat something, and then I'm like, oh no, but if I skip it, then it'll help me lose weight. And I'm
literally
like,
me, literally me. I know that like the type of like thinking I have towards food is like very bad, but at the same time I'm like, it's like really hard to stop. Like if I wake up in the morning and I'm like really hungry, I'll be like, oh cool, I'm just gonna like do something else, so I like forget that I'm hungry, or like I'll chug a bunch of like water so then I'm like full, then I'm like not actually full.
Since high school, maybe I've used food as like kind of this emotional crutch. Whenever something bad would happen, I'd be like, oh, I'm just gonna go grab some ice cream and eat it from the carton. And now I go through these things where it's like, oh, like sometimes I eat a lot and then I feel bad about eating a lot, and then because I'm like already like ruined my day's like diet, might as well just keep eating and be like sad. I feel like I never would have thought to like, oh, reach for the ice cream, until it's like all the movies they show, like that's what you do when you're sad. So now maybe I've been like conditioned to do that. I think another thing I struggled with growing up was body hair. Also that whole stereotype like, oh, Asian girls don't have body hair. And I happen to have a lot of very thick hair on, say, like arms or stomach or like hands and feet, like knuckles. I was always just so like, whoa, like to the point where I thought I had like an overproduction of testosterone. And I was like, maybe I'm like a part man. Like and I thought that it was like such a thing wrong with me, but it's like really not. And I realized that it's just such a normal human thing. I'm glad to see that there are more videos on YouTube now where like people talk about like taboo things like, oh, like body hair or periods or like sex. And I think that's really cool. And like destigmatizes it. And I think like when young girls watch it, it's kind of like if you don't have an older sister or you're like not open to talking about it with your mom, it's nice to have someone on the internet who can educate you.
On the topic of body hair, when I was like, I don't know, in middle school or something, I thought it would be a really great idea if I shaved my sideburns. Because I am an idiot. Yeah, I mean, like, they like grew out and I was like, never again, I am an idiot. I thought about getting double eyelid surgery, which I feel like is like a very big like Asian thing. No. Definitely going to like the Eurocentric like standards of beauty. Like, if I were to ever get plastic surgery for something, it would be something that like bothers me every single day constantly and I can never stop thinking about. And there's like nothing about my appearance currently that I like feel that way about. But I just feel like it would be convenient if my eyes were larger.
Did you ever have like external pressures too? Because I know like some Asian parents, like for people's like say 18th birthday, they'd like send them to Korea and get them double eyelid surgery.
No.
I don't know.
My mom is like literally like my biggest, like she hypes me up all the time. She's like, you're so beautiful and like your lips are like they were drawn and like, oh my god, you're so beautiful. Okay, that just sounds like conceited talking about myself, but my mom hypes me up constantly. So like I feel like if I were to get like double eyelid surgery, she would be like kind of upset. She'd be like, why would you do that? Like, I made you like this and like you're beautiful as you are, blah blah blah. But it's also like, you know, like when your mom says nice shit, you're like, okay, but like you birthed me, like you have to. So, I mean, like that's kind of like what falsies are. Like they like make your eyes look bigger. So kind of like a cheap, non-invasive, non-surgical way to do it.
On a day-to-day basis, I don't wear any makeup now. Kind of did like beginning of freshman year. I was like, new school, new me, and then I was like, nope, still the same person. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I'm really bad at makeup because then I don't do it, and then it saves me time. And I feel like now I'm kind of just like okay with my face the way it is.
I do makeup almost like every single day, but the makeup that I do every single day is the same makeup that I would do if I like went to like a fancy event. So like this is just how I look every single day. So kind of like the same, except I'm just like doing my makeup. Like when girls ask me about it, they tend to be like, oh, are those like falsies or are they extensions? Or like, because they look really good. And I'm like, oh, haha, like they're falsies. Like I'm just really good. I'm like low-key ABG, but not like aggressive. But when guys ask me about it, I feel like I should like hide it from them. Because it's kind of like, it's like this weird thing where I'm like, maybe they think I'm like trying too hard because I do this every day, even though it like takes me 5 minutes. And it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Because I feel like falsies have such like a high maintenance kind of like connotation with them. Like most people just like do them for like special occasions, and like if I had the choice I would rather just use mascara, but that doesn't do like anything for my eyelashes. So like this is like the same basic premise. So it's just kind of weird where it's like, I guess it's almost like the pressure to be like, oh, like I don't put like any effort into like how I look, and I just like wake up like this, and like I don't care about how I look, like I'm fine with like me as I naturally am. It's like the whole like cool girl like monologue in Gone Girl, where she's like the cool girl like never gets mad and drinks beer and like eats hot dogs and like is still a size 2, and like she's like fine if you like go play poker, and she like knows football and stuff. I feel like it's like not like exactly that, but it's kind of like, oh, like I don't care how I look, I don't take a ton of time in the morning, like I can just throw on sweats, and like my brain is more important than my beauty, and like stuff like that, you know. But also like I'm naturally beautiful and only wear like Glossier because like that doesn't really do anything. Did we have any like other worthwhile thoughts?
Do we ever have worthwhile